Station 5 is about using a ruler with the metric side to find the volume of a rectangular solid. And a rectangular solid is one that has square corners, okay, all the way around. Notice even this one's close, it doesn't quite have square corners. And of course, this rock doesn't have square corners. So you got to have an object with square corners to use a ruler to find the volume. Here's how you do it. Again, we're going for the volume in cubic centimeters. And a cubic centimeter is a little cube that's 1 by 1 by 1 centimeter. And the way that looks would be 1 cubic centimeter or 1 cc, cubic centimeter, and finally you'll see it written as 1 cm to the third power, which is 1 cubic centimeter. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So if we wanted to get the volume of this, first is you got to figure out what the length times what the length is, the width, and the height is. Well, if you hold it like this is the length. But then if you switch it like this, that's the height. Well, when you think about it, it really doesn't matter what you call the length, the width, and the height, as long as you measure the 3 different dimensions of the object. The best way to make sure you get all 3 dimensions is to go to one corner of the object and measure in 3 directions. 1, 2, 3. Length, width, height, if you will. So let's get started. So we're going to go to this corner, and I'm going to measure first down the object like this. Now with some rulers, the end is reset. The 0 is recessed, I should say, in from the ruler. So you got to be careful for this one. This one actually, or for this trick that ruler companies play on kids, this one actually is right at the end of the ruler, so we're okay. Now you got to look very carefully here. You got to get exactly the right measurement here. If you notice, this one is just about 7.6. And if I'm going to be really crazy about it, it might be a smidgen more, but this is fine at 7.6. Notice 7.5 is that big line. One after that would make it 7.6. So I'm going to write down 7.6 centimeters. Fine. Then we move on. And again, I'm right at that corner, so here's the other dimension here. And when I measure this, it is pretty much 2.5. I feel alright about that. 2.5. So it's 2.5 centimeters. And now let's see if this one's any different. It looks like a cube. Let's see if it's any different. When I measure it, it is the same. It's 2.5. So, the formula for finding volume of a rectangular solid is length times width times height. There are my 3 dimensions, length, width, height. Multiply them out and I should get my answer. Let's go to the calculator. And here we have it. We have to do 7.6 times 2.5 times 2.5. And I end up with 47.5. 47.5. Now what are my units? They're going to be centimeters times centimeters is centimeters squared times another centimeter, and we have cm to the third power, or we could write it as cc's. So to be clear, this object has the volume of 47.5 little cubic centimeters.